Let's do a catch up here. It's been about 2.5 weeks. Let's see what is going on. This probably occurred before my last taping, but I was at the VFW, and there's this just karaoke going on, and so I'm talking to this guy next to me. He's an Indian, and something about his uncle has died, and he's wearing a bandana up here, and I was asking him, it's some kind of ritual for the death or something. Just as he's telling me this, this is, by the way, I've been drinking, I don't know, 4 beers by this time. So, just because this is a ways into the night, he tells me this, and then right behind me, there's 2 Indian guys, and they say, "Hey, you want to step outside?" They pat me in the back, say, "Hey, you want to step outside?" And it's, I don't know, these 2 guys have got a problem with me from a long time ago, and what was interesting about it is they had the bandana on over their face like a cowboy, and it was kind of funny looking, but it wasn't funny how they were like wanting me to go outside. And I guess they were acting like cowboys, like they were packing heat or something. The way the bartender was like questioning them about what they're doing, something about packing heat or something. Anyways, last night I talked to one of them, asked him what the bandana was for. He meant it's about the Uncle Indian that died or something. I don't know. It was just so a couple weeks ago, whatever that was, 2-3 weeks ago. It was uncomfortable. It was, but the guy next to me says, "Hey, just don't worry about him," you know. So it was just kind of a weird. It was kind of like a weird. Something serious is going on, but it's got to be a joke, you know, kind of thing. But yeah. So what else? So on the top of my head, there's just what's been going on. So this band thing is not working out so well. So I'm thinking I want to head to someplace where it's warm. I'm working on the certification thing, kind of like going back to school, get trained, get certified, get a job hopefully, and hopefully it's somewhere where it's warm. I don't know, I really not. Anyway, so, but I also don't want to like move too quick. I just got here and I'm just kind of getting settled in and getting relaxed. I'm having a problem with my mom. Is got just this kind of a smart ass mouth. Doesn't seem to understand. Just says everything that pisses me off. So I kind of want to get away from her. And I just kind of want to start over. Someplace where it's warm for a change. But I'm thinking that I might take my time moving till next year, and get certified, get some of my certifications done, get my training done. And part of my thinking was move to a place where there's jobs and then find a job. But I think now I'm thinking maybe let's let the job dictate where I go, kind of thing. So that is if I can get a job. But I think these certifications might do the trick. Went to Valley Scare a couple weeks ago. Then went to Nison's. Well, so I went to Renaissance, then to Valley Scare, Nison's. Met this lady that's married, drunk as heck, and wants to get laid real bad, or acts like it. So I approach her to find out what's going on. She says, "Oh, you got to be a rich man. You got to be rich to get with me." And then Dave gives her a ride home. Dave. Anyways, she's just funny. I mean, I'm thinking, I mean, so then I record. So then I call up her friend. Teddy's wife is her friend. Ask her, what exactly her status is, and she's like, "Oh no, she's married. She's married." I'm like, "Well, Dave took her home." "Well, he just took her home." I'm thinking, yeah, right. Dave just doesn't just take. Anyways, that's like that's like that doesn't happen. This taking home thing. It is weird. I mean, it's sexual. I mean, it's like everybody is a freaking virgin. Everybody can't be sexual. No way can we talk about any affairs going on. So she's all over. She's taking up her shirt at the bar. I mean, she's ready to get laid, and then all of a sudden, oh, she just got right home. Come on. I mean, what is the lies? I mean, what the hell, man? It's so strange. It's so strange. I mean, and then of course, everybody's got the moralities. Of course, the next day, when everybody's all freshly laid and stuff, it's a strange world. I gotta say, man, very very. I mean, I offered to take her down, but she said, "Oh, I gotta, I can't. I'm married." And so take that special Dave, that special someone called Dave to take down the married people. Nobody else would touch her. I just was finding out what's going on with her, just as test her waters and see what she's doing. I would have done her in a heartbeat, though, had she not said no. That's too bad. Too bad they say no. I don't know what this thing is called choice that they've got. Women got this thing called choice. And then, of course, they've got complete born-again virginality the day after they get laid, after they've had an affair. "Oh, well, he just gave her a ride home." Of course. You, Teresa, didn't give her a ride home. You could have given her a ride home, but you didn't. Dave gave her a ride home, and it's funny. It is a funny world of complete lies and deception and not being and just of BS, man. It's crazy. Time is flying. I've been here 5.5 months now. Wow. I was thinking about moving. I was thinking about Atlanta. They got good jobs there. Like I said, I think I should maybe focus on the schooling and then let the job dictate where I go, if I can get one. Right? Not many people are hiring these days, and not many people are hiring freaks like me. Although I'm going in as not as Chris Roller, but Tony Roller, middle name. See how that works out. See if I can get a fresh start that way. Courts aren't paying me, so that's unfortunate. I've noticed that not just noticed, but it is, my troubles began when I entered Minnesota, and I'm thinking that I need to get the heck out of here now. That's why I was kind of making it almost urgent to get the heck out of here now, because I'm tired of this. I'm just thinking there's something in the water, or the people are losers up here. Combination of that, something's in the water, something's in the rock, or something that just makes the people just complete losers up here, and do things that are stupid, illegal to me. I'm getting tired of it. Judges, lawyers suck. I'm sure they suck all over the country. I got a response a judge actually answered my question. I was asking, who's the signature on this that denied my former paupers? And I'm like, so who signed this? And it took about a week or two to get that signed. So he finally came back, and so I just mailed out something else to see if they'll answer these questions. Basically, I wanted to sue this one church, but he said it was frivolous. I'm asking him, why? Why do you think it's frivolous? So, to be continued. I'll let you know if it responds on that one. They typically tend not to answer anything they don't feel like they want to. So, they're under no obligation to help me out and answer any questions related to their decision making. That's what I love about the system. So, yeah, I mean, it's I'm just not happy with. Just unhappy. Kathy really got me riled up there. What happened is my sister Ramona, who I don't get along with so good. Anyways, she's telling everybody that her second kid is from a sperm sample and she told me just 1 month before I got news that she was pregnant, that the sperm vials aren't working, the frozen stuff isn't working. She needs a fresh donor, a human donor. I say, you got somebody in mind? She says, the guy that, yeah, she got somebody in mind. So the next thing you know, I found out she's pregnant. Well, she's telling everybody that she got a sperm sample, and for some reason I thought it was I just thought it was how wrong this is for, she's been doing this for a while, and I guess it finally occurred to me that I need to do something about it, because I think she's taken the guy to court for child support, and this is a guy that would knock her up because nothing else would. It was under the agreement that it was just there'd be no financial responsibility for it. I don't know if they got anything in writing. Anyways, what's strange is that she's pretending this guy doesn't exist and that she got a regular sperm sample, a regular insemination. And so there's a big con game going on. And I don't know, it got me all riled up, and for some reason I thought it was like my duty to do something about it, because if this guy's running for his life now because the state's on his tail for paying child support, I just thought it's one thing to lie to your family about the father of the kid, but there's a half brother here in Minnesota. The father's here in Minnesota, or he was, unless he's being hunted down by Minnesota, which is he's on the move to other states to try to evade that. I mean, you can imagine. So this really got me, and it caused a rift with my mother, and my mother's an idiot, and so is Ramona. But it just the lies that are going on is just making me sick. And then between that and the band, I've been on a riled up. I've been good for the last 5 days, but before that, I mean, I was having a rough time. Seriously, I gotta pay attention to my own business. For some reason, because I care. It was the weirdest thing when it just dawned on me one day, Chris, she's taking this guy to court, and you need to do something about it. A psychic impression just came down upon me and said, Chris, you need to do something now. So I just started getting on the phone and saying, hey, Ramona, what's going on? She doesn't respond. So, Kathy, what's going on? Kathy's like, no, it's a sperm sample. Sperm sample. It's not a human. It's not a human donor. Kathy, I'm telling you, I know what I heard. Ramona told me. She told me what's going on. It just makes me sick. And this guy's running for his life to try to avoid paying something. It's just, oh my God, man, and for some reason, it occurred to me that I should care about this. And that caused me stress with my mom and the family, and I sent up an email saying what a bunch of boneheads all my siblings are, and not all, just Aaron and Ramona. And I've been having a rough time up until, like I say, like 5 days ago. Around the last 5 or so days have been fine, but studying away here. I got a test coming up here on Tuesday. Get certified. Hopefully I pass that and then get 2 more tests done and get certified and see if I can get a job. That'd be kind of good, I think. Work for a change. I tell you, man, I like sitting on my butt. I was just hoping I'd be able to get the government to pay me some money. I know the governments have a tendency to sit on their butt too and get paid, so I just figured they could throw me a bone, for making the oath happen, So, unfortunately, they're not paying me, so now I gotta figure out a way to put some bread on the table. And I'm just getting tired of this, man. Boy, I tell you, it can be frustrating.
Brain is making up half of what's going on, apparently. Even that would have to be believed. Then, can you see the potential that nothing's actually true, nothing's real, it's all made up and believed to be real? So, by that measure, what is the fundamental truth? What is it that even gives rise to that being able to happen? Because you see, the conditioning that we receive upon the mind and the brain is very powerful. And even if we're agnostic about something or we're unsure, we can be easily swayed or led according only to our own conditioning and life experience. In fact, we will judge something as being true or false rather than just hearing it for what it is. Only by our own experience. If we don't know something about something, then we will just judge it and label it and pass it off as that. And even often, those judgments and labels have already been set before us by somebody else, and we've been influenced by them. There's various examples for that, but monkey see, monkey do a lot of the time. But what I'm saying is that inherently a spider isn't scary, but people are scared of spiders. So what's the reality? Is a spider scary or not? Well, do you hear me? Now you bring your bitch ass to the mic or I will murder your family. Do you hear me? You do it now. Now!
Oh, not my family, oh no. Help, help. No, I mean, you got some interesting things talking about reality. Just jotting down some notes here. I mean, you got quite a point there. The people, they take reality. I mean, what is real? I mean, that's a good question. I don't know if you've ever seen magicians, but that's maybe a topic we could talk about, because they're doing some things that don't seem to be quite so normal. And you kind of wonder whether that's real, and yet they're doing it right in front of you. What else you got here? Like whether I think you're making mention to, like, monkey see, monkey do. Like, are we sheep being led around? Kind of blindly. It is kind of like that. We tend to believe this stuff on TV, this news and stuff, that the 9/11 was caused by Arabs, and then I'm starting to get wind that perhaps our own government conspired it so that we could start a war to just so that it could fill the pockets of the people invested in war. And yet you don't hear about that on the mainstream. It's you question what you hear, and it makes you wonder: is everybody that stupid that they just listen to this stuff? And some of our religion, it's bloody amazing how many people believe that God exists, and yet it is something that can't be touched, and it's And by the way, this Truman Show thing that I've got going, I am fully prepared to prove that I am the high and mighty. I am the Holy One. I am God. That's why people watch me, like the Truman Show. People watch me on this journey to become God. The thing is, it's strange. Well, first of all, nobody believes it. Okay, nobody believes it. But what's strange is that those same people that don't believe that I'm God or Jesus, are also believe that Jesus existed 2,000 years ago and that He is the Savior, and that they know for sure that He existed, that they know for sure that God exists, but they will swear up and down that I am not who I say He is. So it does bring a lot of question about, what do you believe? What do you believe? And I've got a lot of proof to back up what I'm saying. These people that these whatever 150 million Christians, and I'm in America here. I don't know where you're from. You have an accent, but there's a lot of Christians here in this country that swear up and down that they know what's going on in the Bible, what's going on in the afterlife and all that. Go ahead.
Okay. Right. Well. Okay. I'm only going to take part of what you said seriously, obviously. I'm in England. I'm not homosexual. I do brush my teeth. I do like sunshine. And, yeah. So, basically, I'll give you something personal to examine, which was, I was not raised in a religious family. So, although at school... What up, Sparks? How you doing, motherfucker? Basically, the only religious doctrine I had was through school, okay? Now, call me dumb if you like, but as a child, I automatically assumed there was a God of some type, or something that, I don't know, it was probably just the indoctrination from school. Now, I'm not rambling. The point I'm trying to get to here is that it would seem that, when people talk about faith, it's something very different from logic. It's like, yeah, well, how can you prove this about the Bible and this, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah. But perhaps Christians mistake their own existential sense of self and the world and that is confused with there being a God. Well, there's this amazing, I'm in this amazing machine, in this world and nature and the planet and the universe and everything. So that must mean there's a God, but they're criticized for their belief because it's not intellectualized. It's not like, oh yeah, well, go on, why don't you pray for a cock in your ass? Huh? Go on, you pray for that. I bet you it won't happen. Go on, watch, try it. Oh yeah? The guy with the big beard said in the sky, who the fuck? Oh really? Jesus died and he came back? Well, let's kill you, motherfucker, and see if you come back, bitch ass. No. And the thing is, you often find that Christians aren't particularly intellectual. But that's because they haven't really thought about it. Christianity seems like an obvious answer with, I think stupid's a little bit, but you said that, I didn't disagree. I always feeling like I'm waffling now, but I'm trying to make a point, which is that I believe that there is a confusion in Christians that mistakes existentialism and the phenomenal universe that we exist in with the placement of a God and the intricate delicacies of the emotional system.
The region info class contains information specific to a country.
In a sensory awareness of senses, I'm trying to word this right, that gets confused with a God. So it's not necessarily that they're particularly stupid, it's just that there isn't a logical, deductive way to explain one's own sense of self, emotional system and relation to the world. So, yeah, maybe they are stupid, and maybe I'm stupid, and maybe I was stupid as a child to kind of believe that there was some sort of God. And I wasn't raised in a Christian home, far from it. If anything, I was probably raised by the devil. So I just thought I'd highlight that you know, necessarily Christians aren't bad or stupid people. It's just a misconception that the mental logical mind, one half of their brain has been led to rationalise something for which isn't words and isn't necessarily understandable as a mental concept. Did I ramble then? Did I go on? Did I go off point? Are you a Jew? If you're a Jew, you've got to let me know. I want to know now.
No, I'm not a Jew. I'm none of the above. I pick on Christians, but it's actually most religions are stupid. That's most people that believe religion is actually happening is really, it's like I'm speaking to an idiot. Whenever I hear somebody start getting religious on me, I just assume that they're stupid. I mean, it's one of like this. It's like you can figure somebody else. You can figure somebody out in like in a 1 minute conversation. It's like speed dating. It's like that. Somebody just starts talking about their belief system of religion. It's like, dude, man, you just load your intelligence like tremendously. And because I don't speak to Jews or Muslims or Hindus or whatever, I don't really know what they're saying. So I can't actually say that they're stupid too, but I'm gonna guess that they are too. So. Like you said, maybe stupid is a harsh word, but they're definitely misled. But because they speak with such illogic, that's why I call them stupid. Because it's like, how can you say that if you have any mind of logic? How can you start talking this stuff? You know. So I'll free up the mic.
Obviously, I must have been fucking waffling, because I did just highlight that to you, is that they're not using their logical mind to process isn't it amazing the emotions that we have, and the feeling and the senses, and the amazing experiences as consciousness? They're just attributing that to God. It's the best logical explanation. So yeah, I guess there is a level of stupidity and naivety that they would choose such a ridiculous explanation. But there's also a lot of social conditioning that goes on in that. Parents, family, friends, etc., etc. So yeah, that's the explanation I just gave you, is that they're basically attaching a philosophy which may have been forced on them due to their experience of sense of self and relation to the world. It's not that dumb, really. It's just a thing that was forced down their throat. And that's why they have faith, because of the sense of being alive, the sense of actually being aware and conscious. Can you see that at all or not?
Oh yes, we're easily misled. That's the problem, is that we will. I mean, somebody shoves it down your throat, especially when you're young, and young enough. I mean, before you're 8 years old, I suppose you can pretty much hear anything and assume it's true, and that's how it starts. I think you were talking about. Made a reference to a spider, and is it scary? Why is it scary? That's a good question. Is it scary because we're told it's scary, or is it scary because we just have this natural instinct that says it's scary. Well, we definitely could be talking to each other into believing that it's scary. I personally love spiders, but I also believe that they're a little scary to me, and I think it's a natural thing. For some reason, that millions of years of evolution. By the way, I believe we've been around for millions of years, not just 10,000 years, and over that long evolution, we've gotten accustomed to spiders and realized that we should be afraid of them, be afraid of snakes, I guess the poisonous ones and stuff. I believe that those are scary too, but through laws of nature, through evolution. For millions of years, we've been accustomed to these things. Some spiders are poisonous, so we may be a little scary of them. I think some things are definitely naturally scary, and naturally we have a natural instinct. I believe we have a natural instinct for God. I believe that they've even done a study. I saw this thing on this show on the Sci-Fi Channel. We have the science fiction Sci-Fi Channel over here. Anyways, Through the Wormhole it was called, and they hook up a helmet, and they put a little magnet in there, and they turn on the magnets on a certain portion of the brain. Next thing you know, they're off in God world. They think that they're being God is near them, that God is right next to them, and they have a huge high, and it's called the God syndrome, God complex, where they can actually use magnets to actually ignite this thing, this God center, and you actually think that God exists. Now, does that mean that God exists for sure? Oh, I will tell you that God does exist. I will swear to it that it does. But why other people believe that it exists, I think it's just something that I'm pretty sure from this show. What I found is that people need to believe in God so that they believe in an afterlife, so that if they go off to war, like for millions of years, it seems like our young has gone off to spot some kind of war, and was going to die. We're going to die. When we're in death arms, we try to figure out some way of realizing that, hey, it's okay to go into battle because there's going to be an afterlife. And that's partly why this God thing shows up. I'm pretty sure that when the adrenaline's kicking in, you sort of have this feeling of God as well. It's not just the magnets. I'm sure that when you have adrenaline, or that you feel like your life is in danger, or you're imminent death, you somehow feel like God is there nearby, so that it makes death easier. Easier to accept that you're going to die. Otherwise, I don't think most people would be going into battle. I know I personally would not be going into battle because I do not believe in the afterlife. I think I've talked a lot here. But yeah, there's things that are like a spider. There is things that are naturally, that we believe that are natural, scary, and things that we believe that this God thing it's elusive why we believe in it, but I'm pretty sure what I just talked about is fairly real, that we need to believe in God for our own mortalization. But I'll flip the mic.
Shit, okay. I thought my mic was on. Okay, the spider thing, I think you missed the point. I'm trying to say that a spider is neither scary nor not scary. It's a fucking spider, and the individual's beliefs about that is purely subjective and a belief. Okay, and it's not true, and it doesn't make it so. Now, I hear what you're saying. There are some things that are fundamentally hardwired to us, like instinctual. I don't think a fucking spider is hardwired to us to be a natural threat. per se. It's just, even on a logical level, anybody can understand that they're not, you know, but some people believe that they are, you know. I haven't met too many dudes that have been bitten by a spider, but that could be a reason, a justifiable, logical reason, but the spider is the spider. Now, on an interesting note, you just said that this is being recorded. Now, do you notice how people's behaviour changes when they know that they're being observed? Common phenomenon. I wonder if my behaviour and my attitude and my way of speaking will change. Probably not. Now, so what I'm saying to you is that I don't know about these hardwired primal instincts. I think belief is a multifaceted thing that is the fundamental crux of setting up and creating reality. Hey, saw this program once called Mind, Body and Kick-Ass Moves, and he went to see some guys in Japan who were martial artists, and one guy had an axe to his throat, didn't cut through. Another time the guy kicked him straight in the testicles, no pain. Amazing human feats. Now they completely defy any kind of logic or the laws of physics. What is this down to? Well, I'm only assuming it's belief. Maybe these are just some badass Orientals that had some hyped up ramen, you know, and some dough-pass rice bowls. So, yeah, I'm here in England, not in the Orient, actually. So, yeah, I don't know if you can see that. The spider thing was, you know, bigger than what you said it to be. It's bigger than hip hop. Also, so do you get my drift here? That something is. It would seem that reality is constructed wholly of beliefs, and the trouble is we are so heavily conditioned in the West. TV, advertising, culture is very, very generic. You know, trends seem to catch on. They're a multi-billion-pound stroke dollar industry. So, I don't know if you reckon power of belief.
So you don't have as much TV over there, or the influence of the corporates that are. I wish I really should pick myself up and try moving someplace for a while and see the different culture in some places, and it'd probably be interesting to spend a year in like a year in England and a year in say, you know, somewhere in Africa, and you know, just I don't know, but Fiji. I'm not sure where Fiji's. Is that the Truman Show thing? And anyways, is that a Truman Show reference? Oh yeah. Well, yeah, you know, I'm pretty sure that you're right about the belief system, that our reality is based on our beliefs, and it might be like 90% of what we believe to be reality is based on what people have told us and our belief system. Now, let's when you go to college and you learn actually, like, say I'm a computer engineer, so I went to engineering school, math, science, engineering. When you believe stuff like that, it's not really the same. It's not what people have told me. I actually can prove everything that I've been told in that math, engineering, science. So I'm not sure how that falls into play. In other words, if we can prove over and over again what we believe is true, then that's not a belief system. that's a fact. Okay, so I'm not sure how you equate what you say about reality. In other words, I know how to put a rocket up into space because I know all the equations to make that happen. That's reality. That's facts. That reality comes from facts and not simply from belief system. But now when you start talking about God and things that have little proof, I'm trying to figure out how much of society is based on that. Let me just say 50%. 50% of our belief system is not based on reality. That seems quite a bit. Maybe 25%? Or 50%? It's like how much of our reality is based on stuff that we can't prove? I don't know. What do you think?
I'll probably say about 99% of it, because although you say you talk in facts, okay, you're an educated man to be educated upon the facts, but I'm a great deal certain that what you actually learned was not in practice. You're taking the words and experiments of somebody else's observation, but you've gone very, very far, very quickly, and a lot of assumptions. You have jumped mountains and hills. You've got me, biatch. Listen. First of all, obviously you have a very logical, methodical mind, and that's cool. That's one way to live, absolutely. Okay, hold on. That's what I'd like in a moment. Look, science is essentially prophecy. You are noticing patterns, okay? You are looking at what's happened in the past to say what can happen in the future, okay? It is prophecy. You are trying to say what you think will happen. Now, you know, I'm sure you're aware that we do have anomalies in this world. There are lots of amazing things that don't always happen as they should, or don't always follow the rules and the facts. What are the odds? Well, yes, okay, that can be agreed that we have something that's like, but when you talk about facts, you're talking as if it's 110%, you know, and maybe we're only dealing in a 0.1% chance of something not happening the way that it's been observed before. Okay. And I guess the vagueness of that is not going to be accepted by you.
The reason
What's the point? If we know 99.9999999% is going to happen that way every time, each and every, without fail, then that must be it. Okay. But you don't even know that a lot of the time the things you take as fact. They're just widely accepted because they're passed on to you. So you might be able to put a rocket into space based on information, but it's information that you've assumed largely. You know, and yeah. What can I say? Maybe all the textbooks are true. Maybe science is one of the pure forms of unbiased, unfiltered, uncorrupted forms of information out there. You know, maybe science is as holy as religion. So, you know, check that one out. That might be something for you to check out. Secondly, what constitutes as a percentage of what we make up as reality? And I did say I believe 99%. Sometimes I read words, I look at them, and I think they say something, and I look again and it says something else. It's almost like my brain's sloppily arranged what was in front of me to what it thinks it sees, rather than what was actually there. And apparently we do that. We do just automatically create what's around it. If we take a regular route to work, we kind of almost patch it in, apparently, according to some finding. Which might explain why when we travel we get this, you know, this wonderful sense of what's going on. I have travelled somewhat. So, what I'm trying to say is that conditioning makes up for a hell of a lot. And you will find people that are fearless in certain things. You know, I'm guessing trying to say is that. So this is a difficult one because I was going to then say that it's the environment that seems to really predominate. I mean, the common thing is that it's not. It's the nature. It's not. It's an age-old argument: nature versus nurture. Okay. And people say, well, it's a bit of both, but really, it's in your natural DNA, in your body, in nature, shall we say, the potentiality is always there, and it's not actually really triggered until the stimulus comes. So, you know, it is the environment, but the natural form is there for most, but it can't actually be triggered or exist without the environment or the stimulus to respond. Okay. Hope I haven't gone on too much there. So, we make a lot of assumptions about reality and ourselves, and they're completely unjustified. The world was flat once upon a time ago. Remember that.
Yeah, well, you pretty much said it all there. Yeah, it wasn't until, I mean, I forget what year was it when we finally figured out the Earth wasn't. Oh, that was Christopher Columbus. Yeah, so that had to be around 1600? No, 1400. 14 something. And then Galileo finally figured out in, what, 16 something, about the Earth, not the center of the universe, but that we actually revolve around the sun. I think it was 1600s. Yeah, it's amazing in just a very, very small period of time of the Earth's existence that things have changed dramatically. And I mean, Galileo nearly got hung by the Christian or the religious people because of his belief systems. You know, they're out there, and so you know, I mean, that's what kind of puts me in danger because I'm out there saying that I'm actually Jesus. You know, that actually puts me in danger for one. For a number of reasons, because I might be the Antichrist, all these religious bringings of the Antichrist and all that. So people have these belief systems that they might actually think I'm the devil in disguise, since I'm coming forth and saying that I'm the second coming. And I mean, just, it can be dangerous, the things that I do. And anybody with any off-kilter belief system is, first of all, shunned. If it's not being that I'm threatened, then I'm being shunned. I have trouble getting employment because of my belief system, which sucks. The doctors call me mentally ill because I, for some reason, thought I was Jesus. So I guess that you have to take medication now. I have to take medication now for that. That seems a little bit odd. And yet a Christian can tell me that they know what's going on in the Bible. That somehow a fruit from a tree of knowledge created sin by biting into it. And they can say that to a psychiatrist, and they don't get any medication. But I say that I'm Jesus, and I get medication. So it's in some fashion that's a form of crucifixion for. It's like the psychiatrist crucifying me by saying, you know, Chris, you're not. it's almost illegal what they do, because you really can't do that, but they can. They can do it, and they do it. But what was I don't know if I'm veering off track here, but we're on it. You're talking about belief system, and I'm wondering. I'll just stop here. I'm not sure where I'm going, but that belief systems. Oh, I was talking about the past, and yeah, you shake it up. If you shake it up, you always people tell you you're wrong, but then you might be right later. Like I might be right in say 10 years, 10, 20 years about what I'm saying. So it's just people have trouble accepting new ideas. I guess that was the point.
So basically, you're the second coming of Jesus, but you're not a Jew. I think you lied to me, Shylock. I think you lied to me, Jew monster. Declare your Judaism now. Oh, you heard me, Hebrew. Yes. So you're Christ, but you're not a Jew? Don't play your tricks with me.
I don't think I'm a Jew. I'm not even sure what a Jew is, other than they are a very greedy people who, there's a word they call them, it's I've been Jewed, so I assume you've been screwed over by a Jew who's very greedy and very, very independent on themselves and only themselves. So I would not put myself in that category of being Jewish. So I think I think that the stereotype of Jewish is not a very good one. So I don't look highly on those people. So because of if that stereotype is true, I don't condone that behavior. So but I don't know why you think I'm Jewish. Explain to me why you think I'm Jewish.
Well, I remember Jesus was a Jew, basically, and yeah, you said you were the second coming of Jesus. So what am I going to think? Huh? Oh no, now you're back, you're not a Jew, you lost your yarmulke in heaven. Don't give me that shit, Shylock. Hello?
Well, I can only say what I can say. I guess if you don't want to believe it, that's fine. But I'm not Jewish. I'm not even sure what Jewish is, other than what I just said. But you are very persistent upon assuming that I'm Jewish and the second coming and I must be Jewish. I guess that's part of your belief system. You believe that. See, you've been misled as well. You think that Jesus was a Jew, which I'm not even sure that that's something I even knew. That's what you think. So you got dogma in your mind too. You got all this perception about how it should work as well, and you know that's your hang-up. So here we're talking about religious people and their hang-ups, and here you come into focus and accuse me of being a Jew because you know damn well that I have to be a Jew. That doesn't make any sense. Anyways, go ahead.
Are you just going to be honest and tell me that you're Hebrew or not? I'm sick of the games. I'm sick of the fucking around. So, you're Jesus. Yes or no? Are you Jesus? Type Shylock with your claws. You are Jesus, right? Okay. Number 2, you say that you're not Jewish, but Jesus was clearly a Jew. Alright? Now, I mean, Unless you think he was some Christian, but I doubt it because he started that shit. He was like the founder. So how can he be something inherent that he started? No, the book isn't wrong, mate. You are basically hiding your Shylockery. I bet you got a goddamn Star of David tattoo on your foreskin. Well, on your former foreskin. And you keep that in a little jar in your room. So, this is it.
I'm eating a little bit here, sorry. I don't know what to say. I've been trying to think what I could say here. Something about a star of something on my foreskin. Is that what you said? It's something new. I haven't heard about this. You gotta, Jews have been circumcised, so then they put this thing, they tattoo something on their penis or what? I don't even know what this is about. Do explain.
Well, apparently, basically, every new Jew that is born, as a baby, they have microchips inserted into their head, which emit ultraviolet rays into the brain cells. And basically, what it does is it allows the babies to take human form instead of actually having the appearance of a minotaur. So, yeah, and then when the baby is, I believe it's 3 years of age, they throw the child down the well. It's okay, it's in a very small bucket, yeah, just basically make the child full of hate and detached from the world and emotionally numb, so it can grow to feed off everybody basically. And then yeah. I think when they get a little bit older, they chop off a part of the genitalia, which is quite inhumane, really. I personally don't see that as a good job. I don't think I would like to go around cutting off bits and pieces from young people. I think it's a bit fucked. So yeah, and then obviously the Jew gets into its teen years, and they teach it stuff, how to rape, to steal babies from hospitals, and to defecate into people's water tanks. Not a lot of people know about that one, but the thing is, it's very, very sly because the poo particles actually, dissolve with younger excrement. It's more of a slimy mucoid stool. So you don't realise it, but every day when you're bathing or you're getting water to boil your vegetables, it's basically fortified with Jew shit. So and what that does is it causes a lot of brain dysfunction. So the Jew always has the upper hand. So that's all I know really. I'll just give you my website. It's jewwatch.com. And we're basically keeping an eye on these monsters, and it won't happen overnight, but at some point in time, the resistance will stay strong against these savage beasts, and the world will be at peace without the evil threat of the Shylock, basically.
Wow, you have some passion over these Jewish people there. I didn't realize what I was in store for, but you have a passion for the hatred of these people, and from what I've heard, I guess I can't blame you, but boy, I didn't know there was a huge site on something like this. I'm checking out right now. Defecate in wells, and they do this just because they can, or because that's just what they do, or is this some kind of prank, or is that some kind of religious thing they do, or tell me about Jews. What is it they besides all these wars I'm looking at, all these genocides, it looks like, yeah. What is their thinking pattern when they go to church? Is their thinking pattern, hey, let's see if we can get $1 from the bum instead of giving $1 to the bum, see if you can get $1 from the bum. Is this what their thinking is when they go to church? Help me get into the mind of a Jew, if you would.
Greed is good. Michael Douglas said it. Kirk Douglas said it, and so did Rabbi Yankovitz. I can't really get inside the mind of evil. I don't have that capacity. I'm human, and I'm not the embodiment of all that is sin. So I can't do that for you. I don't have hate. It's just, it's a bit like cops and robbers, It's like, the good guys and the bad guys. And, the police don't hate the thieves, and the thieves don't necessarily hate the police. But their lives would be a lot easier without them, and there wouldn't be the danger. But inherently, it's a dualistic relationship in that, we need the Jews for things like diamonds and gold and sitcoms and news. But, inherently our lives might be better without them. So in terms of the poisoning of the water supply, I believe it's just Jewish tradition. It's old Israeli customs that they outlined in the protocols of the Elders of Zion, and it just basically says, to shit on the humanity. But it doesn't say those words exactly, but that's basically it. And to just take, really, just take as much as you can. But I do not hate the Jews. And you have to remember that it's not a racial thing. It's, Judaism is ultimately a religion. Not everybody in Israel is a Jew. It is a cultural thing, but cultures are non-specific to all countries. They may have a mother country. It's not necessarily the case that all Jewish people are Israeli. I once knew a transgendered African American Jew, very, very confused young man slash woman. But yeah, I mean, if you were to ask me to get inside the mind of a Jew, I would just say murder, death, kill, gold, gold, gold. If I was a rich girl, and Tom Selleck. I think that pretty much round it up.
I have it wasn't long ago. I mean, I was having a conversation about my viewpoint of Jews, and I was telling them how much I hate them, and I couldn't figure out why. It's almost like an instinct, but nobody really told me to hate them. I hear that people do hate them, and I barely knew about the Holocaust, but for some reason I experienced this Jew that we went to lunch, the company went to lunch, and he's a manager, so he can afford to pay his fair share. He ducked under and got away without paying anything. It's kind of a community meal. Everybody chip in for to buy it. And it was so ridiculously slimy how he did it. And other people were aware of this, and I think I maybe even has mentioned something to him. It was so ruthlessly stupid and obvious that at least have the decency to, if you're gonna be a slimeball, to hide it, right? And so this other guy that's talking about this, he's like, well, people do that. People don't just blame Jews for that, but it is something that when he did it, for some reason I just knew that he was a Jew. I never equated him being a Jew to being Jewish. So at that point, it was actually 10 years later when I remember that story, and I realized for some reason it dawned on me. This is 10 years later, which would be about 10 years ago. I realized that, hey, I hate Jews, and I'm not sure why still. I'm not sure why. It can't be just one little incident. Maybe it's all maybe it's, when I hear that there's, if I hear the Holocaust, maybe I should feel sorry for him, right? And I guess I do, but for some reason, it's like an instinct. It's like an instinct. For some reason, a person that thinks greedy and thinks about, if you're right about kill, murder, and desecrate, or whatever you said, I mean, the stealing is bad enough, but if they are if they're thinking about, then that's bad. Another time, on Pal Talk here, this Pal Talk News Network, there's a guy on there that runs it. He's the host for it, and he's Jewish, and he's trying to get the Americans to get pissed off enough that we help the Jews over there in Israel get that whole squabble over there. We should invest our arms to help go kill people over there. And I just thought that was, I didn't like Jews before. I suspected, when he said that, that's probably the time at which I realized that I may hate Jews. It's when I heard him say this, is that he's trying to promote killing for the sake of his people, killing a bunch of other people who probably don't deserve it. It was just the way he did it. It was just so. It was like that guy that did the got out of paying that meal. It's just so rude how they do it. It's so obviously stupid how they conduct themselves, and yet they do it. They do it boldly and without consideration. And I guess it might be that which solidified that I do not like what I'm hearing. So, anyways, you're probably an insider for Pal Talk, trying to find out what my thoughts on Jews are, right? You're probably Jewish yourself. You're just trying to get me to talk about Jews here again, right? But I thought about when he said this, and I realized that when he was trying to talk me out, hey man, this is just people. People are like this. People say these things. It's just people. It's not Jews, it's people. So I put a little thought into that. I said, probably it's sort of how they conduct it, how they do it is what makes it embedded in the brain. I'll free up the mic here. Go ahead.
No, I'm just fucking around. I'm just trying to laugh with you, man. I have absolutely no problem with Jews whatsoever. It's just a stereotype to perpetuate, and I mean, we could hate Jews. They believe that they're special people, and they have a divine right, and we're never going to be put down, so we must put ourselves up, and they do have a monopoly on a great deal of things. So, it's easy to sit here and label and judge and whatnot. And don't you dare try to turn this round on me being a Jew. You're the one that thinks they're Christ. The man was clearly a Hebrew Shylock. Okay. But no, I'm just joshing with you. It's just a bit of fun in the garden, Jews. And I've even conducted myself in bad ways with money. I must admit. And maybe I am. I do have a Jewish nature, but I'm not a bloodline Jew of any type. Although that would indicate that it is a race. So I've just kind of shot myself in the foot. There are ancient descendants of Judaism, which are Israeli, but that's not very likely in this day and age. It's still a pure thing. So, the whole thing's ridiculous. No. I like the bit you said about. I used to think, I say, people are people. Doesn't matter if they're black, white, Spanish, or Jew, or whatever. But the thing is, that goes a step further, my friend, in that, why are people people? And it's not necessarily what makes an individual tick, because what makes one tick makes the many tick. And I'm not saying this to generalise, this has been shown. There was a guy called Edward Bernays, and Edward Bernays? I think it was Edward Bernays. Have you heard of him? Bernays. Was it Edward? Anyway, his last name was, let me have a look, hold on, give me a second. Let's look this up. Yes, it was. His name's Edward Bernays, right? And he is the nephew of Sigmund Freud. Now, Freud had a lot of untestable and far-out theories. However, his nephew Bernays took Freud's observations and writings and learnings, and he took them. This is true. If you don't know about Bernays, you ought to. He took them to the political arena and used the tactics to incite attitudes and propaganda. Now, propaganda by the end of the war had become a bad word, so it was changed to public relations, PR. And he swayed the masses in many ways. He set the path for marketing and social trends and attitudes and beliefs, creating hype, basically. and people believing it, and it works, and it's still working. So that's a man to look into, and you will be stunned by just how things have been beset. So people are people fundamentally because of socio-economics. What does that mean? It means the environment you're born into and the people around you, and it means that the financial situation that you're born into and the money around you. That dictates your attitude, behaviours, and patterns. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that's 100%. There are some born that will rebel against that. I myself was brought up in a very generic family, and I just said, fuck that, you guys are asleep, what the hell is going on, you know. That may even say more about me than I just gave away there, in some ways. But I think you see the point, my friend, is that people are people down to socio-economic, and those things are being manipulated in the world we live in today. And black people are a certain way because they've been programmed that way. White people are a certain way because they've been programmed that way. Young people, again, they've been programmed that way. No one gives a fuck about the old people. They're decrepit, they're on the way out, they've done their piece. And, you know, we're on this. I'm going to wrap this up anyway. I've been long on the mic. Sorry. Yeah, that'll do. Fuck it. If you're a Jew, I swear I will burn your house down.
Oh man, that's funny. That's just funny. I'll burn your house down. Oh shoot. That's funny. Oh my god, that's funny. It's just funny. You know, out of nowhere, I swear if you're Jew, I'll burn your house down. I don't have a house. I live in an apartment, so you gotta. If you burn my house down, you burn about 7 others down at the same time. But yeah, you say that after you say you don't hate Jews, huh? So what else to say? I forgot what you were saying because I just ended so funny. That's all. I forgot. No thought.
Cool. I was just saying why you say people are people, but you know, people are a certain way because of socio-economic, their environment and the exposure to money, which is potentiality, basically. That's what money represents in some ways. So yeah. But I think even when traveling, here's something interesting. When I've travelled, I've noticed that certain attitudes are very similar in people. So, is it that people are generic, or is it just, is it that attitudes and ideas can be swayed and shown, like, you know, beliefs and ideas can be installed in people, but what's at the very core of a person? Is that individual and unique to every person, or is every person purely just a set of conditions and circumstances? So like pure consciousness is a baby, but it learns in its entirety from its environment. Or is there something inherent that makes every person just a person?
So I'm not sure what the answer is, but I just know that people in general are pretty screwed up. So I think I've got all my wits to me. I think I've got it all figured out, but I have a hard time winning an argument with anybody because I feel they're so misled, so misguided that I think they're just so far off topic. They're so far off, misguided that they have no idea where I'm coming from. I'm like, I don't know how to explain it, but it seems like whenever I encounter an argument for my point, the general consensus by everybody is that I sort of lose, and yet I still think that I'm right. Now maybe that's the way everybody works. So that makes me wonder whether I'm not presenting it properly or something. But I think that most people are really stupid, and I really think that women are stupid here in the U.S. I really think that men are much smarter, but women are dumb. You can't talk any common sense into those people and into women. Even when I finally catch them, when I've proven to them what an idiot they are, they still don't understand my points that I just proved to them. It's just, I can tell them that they're an idiot, and I can eventually 10 minutes later prove to them that they're an idiot, but they'll still say I'm no idiot. So it seems like we're just I'm on a different wavelength with people here, and it's especially women.
No, men are dumber than hell. Well, I'm not going to even argue about it. I just know it. Men are fucking retarded. The only reason that women do not control the planet right now is because the pill didn't come about until the 1970s. Yep, that's the goddamn truth.
Shut up, bitch. Nobody asked you to talk.
Oh, but you don't want to hear me talk. I'm stupid, right? You want to know stupid? How about wars, rape, cheating, bastard-ass crap? You just look at yourself. You're a man, right? You're a man, right? You're a piece of crap on the planet. You know what I mean? I'm like that. I'm the anti-misogynist. I am a bitch. I will tell you up one side, down the middle, that you men suck. You cheat, you lie, you're sacks of crap, and you goddamn well know it. Don't sit in here with your little gay friends and say that women are stupid. Women are so much motherfucking smarter than you. Oh, man, and you know it. You know it. You fucking know it. And you just sit right there with your little tweezers yanking on your pee-pee. You know it. But I love you, man, because you got dick. That's what I need. But other than that, oh, sir.
Yeah, I didn't know I didn't realize we were being eavesdropped on. Usually, I just try to talk about women behind their backs, but I've been caught. I've been busted. So now I'm gonna have to take my 10 minutes here, and I'll see if I can work my magic and show this lady that how silly she is. Let's see if I can come up with some questions here. Let's see here. Actually, she seems pretty real. She admits she likes the old dick. So that's she's actually fairly real here, which is a sign of intelligence. So Snooter Hooch. What a name. Oh my God. Now that's good. Snooter Hooch. Oh my. All right, so we'll let her talk some more. I haven't really found any holes in her talk. See, men cheat. You know, men cheat because they need to propagate their species. You understand that, right? It's about creating a bunch of children, right? You understand the whole concept and the whole act, right? It's nothing that we want to do. It's simply we like to get it on. We like to have some children with a bunch of ladies, and that whole an act of millions of years of evolution is still living on today, where we just like to spread our seed everywhere we can. You know, you understand that, right?
Hell yeah, baby! Hell yeah! I know you want to spread your seed everywhere, but guess what? So do I. I don't know what's going on with all that cheating and blah, blah. Yeah, but, it is usually guys that cheat. I'm starting to see that girls cheat too, because maybe they're too damn educated. now they get to look on the internet and see, hey, I've been fucking a micro penis for about 15 years. I'm about to go out now and get me some real dick. You know, that's what's going on, man. Seriously. It's going to be a whole super species. I'm sorry, I know, I'm a nutbag. But anyway, whatever. You guys stand toe to toe. You hate women, I can hate men 10 times as much as you can hate women, okay? I hate women too, though. They're bitches. Fucking bitches and whores.
What a shit. Listen, look, at the end of the day, let's get real about this. You say the word cheat, like, okay, well, you're going to go with me, I'm going to go with you, you're not going to cheat, you're going to have nobody else, I'm not going to have anybody either. Okay, we're going to agree. Okay, we're going to have a real nice marriage. Okay. The reality of it is, man, woman, dick, pussy. You know, you make up this whole fucking story about, you know, this mental idea, this verbal promise. What the hell has that got to do with nature and reality? You know, it's a concept. Loyalty? Well, no, okay, loyalty isn't necessarily a concept, but in terms of physical activity, you know, one could stand by their wife quite aptly to stop them from being attacked, or, you know, provide them with food, but because they're having sex with another human being, well, hopefully another woman, it doesn't detract from that. So I think the whole thing of marriage is a religious institution that's been enforced on people. And if you look at, say, the nomads, desert travelers, they will often take 2 wives. Once the bitch gets too old and fat, starts having a moustache, the guy will get a younger one. Yeah, it's as simple as that. And keep the old bitch too to do the cooking and basically run the family. And get a younger bitch, marry that one, and give her the dick. What kind of shit is that? But, you know, I mean, it's old-time traditions and customs, and it makes sense. And nobody wants to shag that old loosey-goosey pussy. The fuck wants that? No, nasty stuff. You know, that's wrong. So, basically, the whole concept of cheating, it doesn't make much sense, does it? What grounds does it hold? Cheating is just a concept. Although I will give you the point about loyalty, even though you didn't actually bring it up, because I'm more intelligent and I'm going to give this to you to help you, because that's what men do for women. basically, yeah, that, you know, loyalty, I can see that, but, you know, that's something that should be reserved for something important, not sexual intercourse. Seeing as something that's to be taken away from a sense of loyalty. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I think in this case, I'm definitely smarter.
Oh, I bloody don't think so. No, it would never work out. I mean, seriously. Yeah, I might be drunker right now, but, you know, it really doesn't work out that way very often. Oh, I got a low mic. Well, you know what? I'm too fucking retarded to figure out how to fix it.
I just want to clear it up. I never said I hated them. I just think they're stupider than men. That's all. But I don't. I think Snoozer Hooch has got a brain on her head. Got some brains. Because I don't know. If she's drunk, then maybe that's why she's talking educated or something. I don't know. But anyway, she seems pretty cool. Keep talking.
She displays signs of intelligence, just like men display signs of loyalty, and but fundamentally, she is a confused bag of emotion that bleeds once a month profusely, and has chemical imbalances that makes her lose her goddamn mind, you know. So, and that's part of our human nature. So, you know, and maybe being here's something real. Okay, maybe being a male, we do miss some very subtle things. Yeah, and we're quite desensitized, and we're emotionally dumb, shall we say, to certain things. We have certain insensitivities, right? Okay. Because nobody likes a pussy boy faggot, do they? You know, women. That's a real turn-off. They love confidence. Okay. Now, from our side of the fence, women lack any kind of logical, rational. What you know is often it's said that logic and intelligence. Sorry, a logical mind can be classed as an intelligent mind. So that's the balance. That's the black and white. That's the day and night. That's the man and the woman. So inherently, yes, women are fucking stupid intellectually, in terms of being able to operate logically and rationally. But then men can be classed as stupid emotionally, and we miss things like sensitive shit, whatever. So that's it basically. But I've got to say, Snoozer seems to have a sense of humour which most women are devoid of, and but she's a southerner. I mean, her grandmother wasn't even allowed to wear shoes, so I probably would say it was a genetic no-no. Oh Lord, won't you find?
Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? My friends all drive Porsches. I must make amends. Worked hard all my lifetime, no help from my friends. Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? Oh Lord, won't you buy me a color TV? Darling, $4 is waiting to think that women just wanted to buy everything for them nowadays. You know what I mean? Actually, men just fucking suck ass. Worthless sacks of air. They're a waste of air. And you fucking know it. You know it. And you go around trashing women. That is so stupid. Oh, well, believe me, I know there's a lot of trashy ass women. I just don't happen to be one of them.
Yeah, but see, talk like that just bites the hand that feeds you, isn't it? Because it's, if we're really going to have this on the table and set up our stories here, look, genetically, you know, all women don't have the same physical capabilities. So, in terms of chasing a fucking rabbit, who the fuck chases a rabbit? In terms of providing food by killing animals and whatnot, yeah, you go, bitch.
Tell you what. Oh, 7. I don't believe you. No, I don't believe you. But you know, you fucking god damn well know. I've been raped, 3 times. Molested twice. When I was a child. And it wasn't a woman. Women didn't do that shit to me. Motherfucker. You know what I mean? That gives a person a goddamn complex. That will piss the person off. I'm sorry. You know, and I am not, I mean, that many times, you know, to have that happen? No. I am an attractive woman. I really am. Not until, you know, just lately I'm a little bit bitchy, but yeah. See? It's really, really serious. It's really serious. It's really out there. And you men, you need to look at yourself. You need to look at yourself. You need to look at your other men. You need to look at it. I mean, it is bad. It's bad, and we just shut up and we don't talk about it and we don't care and blah, blah, blah. I'm a fucking Jew. What the hell are you talking about? Alright, I'll send you videos of me. I can show you my camera. Whatever, what does that matter? Then you probably look me up and come rape me again. You know, I'm just I'm a funny, great person. I really am. And I'm glad to meet you guys. Really, I am. And I'm cheering you into an asshole, you know. I get that. I stumbled into your fucking misogynistic fagorama that you were doing. You know, I get it. You didn't really mean for me to see that, but I saw it. And I know how men really feel. Men really feel they are better than women. And I really feel that women are better than men. At least this woman. I mean, seriously, if you step back just for a second and you say, okay, all right, men are better than women. No, stop for a second. Who are the people who are rapists? Who are the killers? How many women are in jail? Men are in jail, assholes. Do you not really see that? You don't see that? I mean, is that like, do I need to smack you upside the motherfucking head to have you see that? I know. I'm mad. I'm really kind of enraged. But seriously, you guys need to know that you are the assholes. You are the warmongers. You're the rapists. You're the fucking cheaters. I mean, guys, cheat and do all that shit, you know, I mean, women do that too, but men are like a million times worse. And you just sit back and you say shit like your ignorant crap that you're talking about, that women are pieces of shit. And they're not as smart as you. God almighty, if you just do a little research, fuck you, you know what I mean? Women are so much fucking smarter. Some of us have a trashier mouth than others. Ugh. Anyway, I am an attractive woman, and I have been treated like shit, which would be usual, you know. Come on. Mm-hmm.
Good lordy, he's a big old dum-dum. Uncle Bean. Well, yeah, you know, I've never actually considered the point about men being rapists. Well, you know, that is interesting. I guess women don't rape too often. But then they don't have to, do they? I mean, if you go to a bar, you know, where lots of men congregate, well, you're going to get hit on, obviously. So they don't really need to, whereas men, well, if they went to a bar, then there'd be 10 of them hitting over one. See? You look like shit, I told you. I've seen you on cam before, anyway, let's have a look. I've got a black neck, so I can't look for it. Can't see nothing, you're wearing a goddamn baseball cap, for fuck's sake. And the lights, can't even see. That is not your cam, that is a fucking fake mini cam. You idiot.
It's not my cam. Okay, how do I prove it's my motherfucking cam? Okay, because it is. Typical man. Asshole. Over in the corner. Saying that the woman is How do I prove it's my cam? Come on, faggot. Tell me. You're pissing me off, you know what I mean? So smug over in the corner. Typical man. I'll prove it's my motherfucking cam, you dickwad. You're making me mad.
Okay, well, you should fire it up my PM and hold up 7 fingers. There we go.
In a PM. How am I going to do that?
Oh, don't play dumb, motherfucker. You know exactly how to do that. You just go to the PM box, click my name, yeah, and then it'll say my cam, start my webcam, and we'll do it. Or we can wait another minute, and you can get a magic marker and write Tenjo on your left breast. But I've only got 10 seconds, and I don't want it to fuck up, so if you just do it in my PM, it's easier.
What? 10 seconds for what? For what? Anyway, how y'all doing? 10 seconds or what happens?
Do you play sports? Because I've heard that that does slow down your brain power. I'm sorry I'm being nasty. I'm common and nasty. You can take this out. Oh my God. I am mean right now. I'm sorry, you just touched a button on me. Oh, God. No, I didn't take it down too quick. You're too fucking slow, which is what we're arguing about, is that men are stupid. You know? Oh, God damn. Why do men think they're smarter than women? Why? Why? Please explain to me why. Because it's so fucking obvious to me that it ain't even close. Men are like, I've got to get baseball bat and beat things with me. The only smart men are faggots. Those are the smart men, okay? Do you not even see that? You don't even fucking see it. You just sit back and watch baseball and shit on the goddamn... You know what I mean? Fucking... You men don't even know how retarded you are. Just fucking retarded. You just walk around all day pretending you run the world. And you do. But not for long, baby. Not for fucking long.
I think we were talking with Tenjo earlier about sort of a, well, maybe not. Anyways, there's a miscommunication, I think, between men and women. And I was telling Tenjo about what it could be with guys too. For me, I seem to have a perspective. It works like this. It's kind of like this. Even with a guy, I will have an argument with, and he doesn't seem to understand what I'm talking about. I feel that I'm so intelligent that I'm coming so over the top with intelligence that I'm unable to get somebody like that to, or somebody in a different wavelength to be able to understand what I'm saying. So it's not just with women that I'm having trouble with. It's guys too, but it can be really women. It can be really women as well. I'm not saying this is for you, Hooch, because you seem to have I don't know, you seem to be different, but this happens with guys. In other words, they're on a wavelength, and I come in with an argument or an approach of common sense, intelligence. They don't get it. In fact, they think they've won the argument. And anyway, so I think that's why men think they're smarter than women. It's because we're kind of on that whole thing of men are from Mars, women from Venus kind of thing. Different wavelength. I don't think women, and for some reason you think that you guys get along with gays, so I don't understand. It's almost like a perspective of, you know, it's just, I don't know, I'm confused, but I'm just reading your stuff here. Yeah, I'll get off the mic.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes, I just go off. Like I'm 46 years old. I've seen so much crap. Just fucking tired of it. You know what I mean? Oh, men just think they've hung the goddamn moon. Oh, and never mind women. There's plenty of women that are a pain in the ass. Piece of shit pussies, But the woman that I am, does not deserve to be treated like just, I don't know, a regular woman. I am not a regular fucking woman. I'm truly not. If you knew me, you would say, oh, hell. Ooh, she's not just a regular woman. I am not. I've got to dye my hair and twirl it up and have my toenails done with the red toenail. No, that is not me, motherfucker. I am a real motherfucking woman. I'm a real person. I'm a fun person to be around. And I do not appreciate being treated like anything other than that. And that's why I'm kind of tripping out on you guys. I love men. I love them. They are assholes. They have their problems. And I know you can point out shit about women. Stupid. Like, some of them really are just vacuous, stupid bitches, I guess. But I'm so far from any of that. I flash my titties all the time. You want me to do it again? And you got a problem with that, bitch? Seriously, what? Why would that ever be a problem? No, I'm a creative person. I'm awesome, and I know it. What the fuck? Not a mark of an intelligent woman to flash tits. Oh, I don't know. I would beg to differ with your nigga ass. What? Why wouldn't that be intelligent? In my realm. I mean, you know what I mean? I'm not a politician. Thank you, Jesus. I'm not a preacher. God knows. You know what I mean? Why wouldn't I show my tits? What the fuck? What are you talking about? Not, you know, the only reason, Tenjo, that you don't show your balls is because they're not fucking big enough. You know that. No, I mean, really, it doesn't matter. Does it really matter? Show your tits, balls, dick. Not unless, now see, I have taken the road of horse trainer. Doesn't matter. You can fucking show my tits to everybody in the world. What? Oh, she showed her tits? Oh, who cares? That's my baby. That's my life. Smart fucking life. I don't know about you two. Do you think, Truman and Tenja, that you can show your balls on cam and that you'll never get in trouble? I might have outsmarted you, darling. I can show my titties all fucking day long. You can't. See what I'm talking about?
It's my thing to do voices, not you, bitch. You do some pretty good ones. You're getting on point, pretty bad. I can't master the African American voice. I just can't seem to get it down. I've got a friend who can actually... Now, if somebody's black, they know that he's not black, but if you're not, it does sound like, kind of like some kind of ghetto Nubian princess of some description. But anyway, yeah, I mean, basically, if I was to just take my top off and show my nipples, it's not that it's bad or why you can't, but why would you do it? It's a very random thing to do. Yeah. Look, I'll tell you what, you show us your cooter, yeah, and then I'll show the balls. Because, you know, you're asking for, like, you know, basement level flashing. You know, you went for the first floor. Well, exactly, not happening. So why should you get testicles? Why is it? I mean, what, you want to see my moves? You know what I mean? You want to see my guy tits? Okay, but that's hardly a fair deal, is it? You see? No logical mind. Typical woman. Why don't you just go blue on the web or something, bitch? Huh? Like Kate and Murdoch, fucker.
You know what? I'm sorry. I've attacked you guys. But I did stumble into to you trashing women. I did. You remember earlier on? And I'm sorry. It just struck me wrong. You know what I mean? I am from. Wow, I was born in Japan. Moved to North Carolina, then moved to Tennessee, and then now I'm in North Carolina again. And I don't mean to be terribly mean to you men, but I think that you men do need a harsh would be good, okay, serious education. Because there are some good women out here. And I am one of them. And, you know, I get tired of wearing the label of dumbass woman. It really pisses me off. You know, can you just think for a minute what that feels like?
Hey, show your titties.
You know, never mind, you know. You just proved my point, though, you fucking shallow sack of shit. But anyway, that's funny. That's really funny. I hope you can really grasp it. Just, I'm going to talk. Grasp it. Grasp it. No, don't go slightly deep into it. Get it. I'm a real motherfucking person. Yes, I am. Yep. And I am entertaining, and I feel that happy today because I've had a whole bunch of crap going on this week. But do you guys care? Fuck no. No, hell no. Typical. You are fucking typical, and you goddamn well know it. What do you mean, what? You don't give a crap.
Well, that was interesting. What the heck? She appears to be in a moody state, and I thought it was entertaining her, so she left. I don't know why, but something happened, I guess, today, and she didn't want to talk. So where were we before? We were just talking about just some women before she popped in the room, and I'm glad she did because. She's interesting. I thought she was kind of interesting. But,
yeah, she could have been, but I think she was a bit emotional and stuck on one topic. And I think she was clearly on her period, and it might have been difficult to get any kind of substantial conversation out of her. Oh, clearly menopausal. Hormone therapy, treatment, and what have you, HRT. Yeah. But, you know, that's what goes to show, isn't it? Haven't got the capacity, almost. Too rooted in, sensitivities and, I mean, what was that all about, flashing her tits? Do you know what I mean? I thought, hey, I don't mind seeing titties. Even if they are fat, wrinkled, fucking dilapidated milk bags, you know, whatever, but, you know, at the same time, what the fuck for, you know what I mean? Approval, obviously, I don't know.
kind of gotten worn down here. Maybe we should, I don't know, what else is there? I'm just a little bit worn out from, been on here for, what, going on 2 hours. Oh, what else is there to talk about?
Nothing, man. Fuck it. Close the room. Log off.
I put you on my panel list. I think I thought it was great talking with you, and that lady too. I guess she got emotional and had to leave the room. I guess, but yeah, if I get on here, I'm here every Monday night. Same time. What time is it over there in England? It's probably about what, 3 in the morning? 3 or 4 in the morning. Anyways, I'm here about the same time every Monday night. 2:51, yeah. I suppose it's your bedtime here soon. It's good chatting with you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's all good. Good stuff. And I see that you can roll with the jokes as well, and you don't take yourself too seriously, but you can talk on the level too. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I don't know if I'm going to be around this sort of time though. That's a bit fucked, but I'll keep you on the list. Keep a lookout, and whatever fucking hell, won't we, son? Know what I mean? Later, potato.
Daniel, how old are you? I'm 43. How old are you?